Hello, everybody. Oh man, I gotta be quick here. Gotta cross two lanes and stop. That's not very friendly of me. I had to turn. Well, guys, we're gonna do something a little different here. Gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna go drive around the block first. Fran, how's your day going? Aries World, Chris. Boom, second. Let's go. I was going to say first, but Fran just beat me. So close and yet so far. All right, this is what we're doing, guys. I made a phone call to this one of my locations that I have to service to get them to open the gate for me, so I didn't have to go in, find somebody, and do all that, blah 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 blah. Right? Um, but I don't want them to know I'm live streaming, so I'm going around the block while they're opening the gate. I'm gonna park my truck, and y'all get to watch me do my work for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. That's boring, I know, but something different, right? And then I'll hop back in the truck, and then we'll drive home together. How's that sound? I think it sounds fantastic, if you ask me. Bruce, I don't see you, sir, but you must have said hi. It doesn't show me when you say hi in this weird restream world that I'm in. Going well, friend. I'm having a good day. It's been a busy Friday. It's a good Friday. Well, it's it's been a good day. I, however, however, my mother-in-law is currently in the hospital. So I was hoping to get home sooner than now, but like work stacked up and slowed me down. So I'm gonna finish this last little job and go home and grab my wife and go see my mother-in-law. Just to hopefully perk her up a little bit. She has like esophagus issues. A few years ago, she was eating some rice and like choked on it, and she had a cyst or something in her esophagus, and when it burst, it actually put a hole in her esophagus. So she was in the hospital for a while with that healing up, and it happened again, a little different this time, but so she's in the hospital again. So we're gonna go see her. My wife just happened to get off work early today, so we're gonna take advantage of it. Except I'm working later. She got off work early, and I got off late. What do you think about that? How about that? Hey, Carl, how you doing? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Thank you, Fran. Hey, Roy. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. The water is wet. That'll be $500. Hey, One Love, how you doing, sir? Hope you're having a fantastic day. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I gotta finish this up, beeline home, and then beeline back. I don't even know what hospital she's at. I think she may be at the one by the water, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. How about them apples? Oh, I wonder if she has acid reflux. So she may have at some point in her life, which caused this. I don't know, but she's always just she gets choked real easy on things like her esophagus is small. I really don't know, and I didn't get the full story on what happened this time. We just got the call that she was in the hospital with this stuff. So she's kind of, she's kind of nervous. The doctor didn't really give her. I mean, he didn't give her bad news, but he didn't give her good news. It was something like it's bad, basically, is what I was told. He told her, which isn't, but he didn't say what was bad about it. So she didn't ask, and so I don't know. I don't really understand. But anyways, thank you, Chris, yes, hit that thumbs up, please. Caleb is playing with his Maverick truck right now. Awesome. Hey, show him this. I have one too. It's not matching. Mine's blue. Mine's actually like Roy's. I have a yellow one also, but it's still in the package. And I have another blue one that's still in the package because I don't know what's wrong with me. Let me go park the other way here so y'all can see what's happening. I see what's happening here. Face to face with greatness and strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. All right, I'm gonna straighten this thing out. Maybe that'll work. I forgot this is actually vertical, so I don't know. I don't know what's about to happen, guys. Dang. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. I know. Adjust this thing. Can it be adjusted to go that way? That way. Well, you're not gonna get the best view of what I do, but it'll do, pig. It'll do. All right, I'm gonna get my chemical out, set it up on that loading dock, go through those doors momentarily to check on their boiler that's in there. I'm gonna pour the chemical in their vessel and top it off with water because it is a concentrated chemical and it's easier to mix on location than to bring mixed because then I'll need a lot of it. I can't chow down. I have to be very careful. Really? Yeah, seeing this with my mother-in-law, you got like anybody who has this issue needs to be really careful. He wants to see it again. Sorry. He wants to know why you have so many. Because I'm a baby. Because I want one of each. And then I had an extra one. And I was like, I'm gonna open it. Jack in the Box sells bowls of rice. Crazy. Okay, guys, enjoy the show. I wish I could zoom out, but I can't because I'm weird. I just realized y'all can still hear me. I don't know. Sitting here being quiet like a ding dong. So I just poured that in their vessel. It's 55-gallon vessel. Now I'm filling it up with water. not all the way because I don't want to make it too watered down. There's also a couple people in that room right now talking over the boiler, so they may be popping out of that door. We'll find out. Let's see. It's adorable. Nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Let's see now. Breathing. America. Sounds like they actually have somebody in there doing work. That's what they're, talking. Sure hope there's not an issue with my equipment. I don't want to deal with that today. So these doors in front are actually to say no smoking. They're actually locked. So I'm gonna have to go around and go in. So y'all won't even see me go in there, but such is life. Oh, by the way, Fran, you're in charge. Y'all are so quiet. Why y'all so quiet, guys? Let's turn this off. They're working on the chiller. They're not working on my stuff. Air handlers, not the boiler. That's good news, guys. That's good news for me. Maybe not for them. How's everything going? Hey, salt in the brine tank, the water softener. The open bag is not open. Cut it open in the mouth. Splash me in the face. How you doing? Good. Thank you. But today is not sample day. Today is just refill the chemical, check the water softener, make sure they don't have issues. If they don't, I'm guessing. That's the way you do. FEMA. Oops. Front camera. What's up with this? Ding dong. Does that work? Do that. There we go. Not quite how we want it. Maybe that works. You're yelling, friend? That's what I was thinking. Okay, guys, that was super entertaining. I know, except it was actually not. I wasn't even entertained. It was so boring, guys. Now, let's drive home and chat. Let's have some fun. Go back to the chat. I'm a little crooked, but that's okay. No, that's a metal. That's a metal chain, TG. And that actually is new. They haven't even always had that there. My mom collects Pez dispensers and gives Caleb a new one. That's fun. That's an amazing looking Ultima. Bruce, we don't talk about Ultimas here. For busted run. Already gave them the design for the repair. No water here. Gonna be a water engineer. That's some high quality H2O. Let's get out of here, guys. It's so hot. So hot. I did that really quickly. Usually I do take a little longer to get it done, just so that they see that I'm there. And but there really wasn't a lot to do. I had you guys in the trash. I like the days where I don't have to actually take a water sample because those are hot days. When it's hot like today, and I have to come down to the tailgate of my truck. I sure hope I closed my tailgate. I think I did. Um, come down to the tailgate of my truck and run the water samples in the sun. It's blistering hot. I just want to die. I just want to die. But not today. Today's gonna be a good day. Let me on, please. Thank you, sir. So how's everybody doing? Channel update premiere. Did I go live during your premiere, friend? I am so sorry. I didn't even check. I hope I didn't mess that up. My apologies. I'm gonna try not to. It's been known to happen from time to time, but hydraulic engineering is a cool job. Hydraulic engineering, huh? You gotta go to school for that. I prefer more OJT, if you know what I'm saying. Like plumbing. Just get a job as an apprentice, be an apprentice for 2 years, learn on the job, get paid to learn, or pay to go to school to learn to be a plumber. I ain't all about that. You better get a root beer. The hospital charges $96. I ain't getting no root beer at no hospital. It is in an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, cool. I just saw you did said a channel update something about the premiere. So I didn't want to mess anything up, guys. I didn't want to mess anything up. Hey, Caleb, how's it going? Are you having a good day? Are you having a great day? I actually have a root beer from the Subway I forgot about. Go to college? No, I'm too old for college. And also, I already have a job. Although, if I did go back to school, it would be to be a X-ray technician. That's what I really want to be. I discovered that I wanted to be an X-ray tech when I was in vocational school doing dental assisting because you got to take a dental assistant gets to take X-rays, and I loved the X-ray machine and taking X-rays. I was the best one in the class. Did I tell y'all, by the way, when I graduated vocational school, I was number one in the school? Don't pat me on the back, guys, but yes, I was number one in the school. That's cool, right? Had to give a speech and everything. It was horrible. I was shaking like a leaf. But anyways, and look at me now, not even a dental assistant. In fact, I went from hands and mouths to messing with toilets. That's like a complete flip flop, if you ask me. Troy, Troy, how's it going, sir? I did not see you jump in here. College you graduated. To think about it, OJT is kind of like homeschooling, except on the job. How's your day going, Troy? You just not getting off work? So am I. Be sure to double tap that screen, folks, please. We're trying to get ourselves 7 likes. We are at 6 right now. No, wait, sorry, I'm looking at how many people are in here. Trying to get 7 people in here watching. We are at 6 right now. Every like counts. Going good. So glad. If I've missed any chat, I apologize. The sun is bright and my eyes are weak and sensitive to the sun. But if I put my sunglasses on, then I can't read anything because it's too dark. They are, come to find out, my eyes are sensitive to the dark as well. So, saying all that is, got quite a conundrum. You had the day off today? You awesome man. That's so great. I'm jealous. I was hoping to kind of have the day semi off yesterday. That didn't work out so well, which meant um, that I had to do work that wasn't even counting towards today's work. So today was jam packed full of stuff too, which that's okay. You know, it is what it is. Pays the bills, kind of. Plumbing is a steady gig. Indeed, it is. Who said that? TG, Tornado. $200 to show up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess some plumbers charge that much. Well, that's for like service work and whatnot. I don't do service, but 200 bucks would probably be more like if you're, well, down here. I don't know what it is like over there. Maybe it's 200 bucks, but a plumber and a helper would be 200 bucks. I had a helper once, guy. He was an old, like, he was an old man. He just needed work, so he was my helper. I'd first got my license and I was learning how to like I was so used to being the gopher and running and getting and doing all that, and then still having to do my own stuff too, that having a helper, it was hard to get used to like, hey, can you cut this piece of pipe? Hey, can you go get this? Can you do that? And finally I learned, right? And we're on a job. We were connecting a sewer line, so we had plumbed in the whole house, right? And we had to connect the pipe coming at the bottom of the house, right? It hadn't been connected to the city side of the tap. So we were digging that line and running it, and it was hot and it was sandy because we basically were doing it on the beach, and it was just miserable. And we couldn't find the tap because the city never marks the tap, the city sewer properly, and it was just a pain in the butt. We finally got it dug out, and he was crying the whole time. Like, I mean, after like 2 hours of work, he was just crying. We get it. We finally, I think we left for lunch, and then we came back and we finished. And he finally told me, I think I told him to like knock it off. I don't remember what I said. I was young and he was old, and I normally don't tell people things like that. But he finally told me, but if you something like if you complain enough, next time they won't expect as much from you, or something like that. And I was like, really? Are you serious? That is the dumbest thing. Just you can hate every second of the job. I hate every second of the job, right? When I'm doing that. But just get it done. Just do it. Don't cry about it. Don't be a pain. Don't make it miserable for everybody else. Needless to say, yeah, I eventually didn't have the helper anymore. But he was funny. He was a very funny guy, very funny old man. And he did do the work when it wasn't that hard. Krista, what's going on? How's work? Hey Meg, how are you doing today? You never swear, man. Is that a song? This is true. Insert plumber Langley pipe joke. Ah, you're so funny, Bruce. I'll never be monetized. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. I saw there is going to be a channel update, Fran. Oh, is that what the premiere is? Okay. Maybe that's what when I saw channel update on my watch. Hex is the new fad. TG, I love Hex pipe. The expansion. I've got the expansion tool back here on the floorboard. I've never done the crimping because I don't have a crimp tool. But it's not universal. You can't expand PEX B, and I don't know if you can crimp PEX A or not. But anyways, um, I like my whole time plumbing, all we ever did was PEX. Not like I didn't have to. I learned to solder because there's some little bit of solder we had to do for like shower valves and stuff. But we would run a whole house in PEX pipe, and it's so easy, so fast, and it does not leak and it does not blow apart unless, well, the blowing apart it doesn't happen, but unless you have a little nick or a nick on the fittings, the PEX fittings, then it might leak. All of my time plumbing, I only ever had one leak, and that's why on PEX. I want to make some money. I'm thinking of being a plumber. Hey, do it, Caleb. But you don't start off making money right away unless you're in a state that doesn't require a license, which I don't know if there are any. You got to get that license to make money. Otherwise, you're just a gopher. Your job will pay for your college to be a plumber. I mean, if it's gonna pay for it, might as well. All by myself. Just feeling the neglect. That ain't right, is it? You said you didn't swear. Is that true? I'll leave it up to somebody in the chat to answer that. Who wants to answer the question? Carl. Mab still isn't monetized, and he has been doing it for 5 years. 5 years, guys. But it's been like off and on, not constant. Who knows? 5 years may be it. You leaving, Carl? All right. Have a good one, man. I'm holding my golden Dashing Maverick and Dashing Goose coin in my hand right now, everyone. Oh, y'all be jealous. Fran got the Dashing Maverick coin. We'll forget what's on the tails side of it. Heads is Dashing Maverick. If you don't like the job you're assigned to, always do the worst job possible. That way, next time they'll assign you something else. Follow me for more W2 tips. That's basically what that guy said, Roy. Like, not in those words, but that is that was the attitude he had. My attitude was like, why did they give me this guy? But then the next day, like we're working and he's laughing, making jokes, and it was just a good old fun time. However, I said that on picks, I only ever had a leak one time. There was another time. This was a bad deal, guys. And I think it was, well, it was my fault because I was the plumber on the job. But we'll blame the helper because, you always blame the helper. Um, we ran the PEX, we always run it up the wall and over into the attic to get it out to all the rooms and everywhere it needed to be. And we were running manifolds, which is where you have like a tube with several outlets on it. to connect several pipes to go different directions, right? If you need to run water to the shower, the toilet, the sink, you do off of a manifold. And um lost my train of thought. Anyways, one of them didn't get connected in the attic. The house got finished, like sheetrock, paint, tile. I was there setting toilets, doing all the stuff, and got it all done, turned the water on, and water started pouring out of the ceiling. I had to call my boss, or maybe he was there. And needless to say, he got in the attic and he ripped me up and down a new one so bad. That never happened again. But that could have been really bad. And I mean, it was on him. He was the master plumber, his license, and him not, having to pay for repairs. So I get it. I get it. But I felt so bad. That's your plumbing stories for the day, guys. Yeah, I was trying to make y'all jealous. You made me jealous, Fran. I had the coin made and I don't even have one. That is a one of a kind coin. You have that one, and then Melissa Gig Life and more. Melissa has the Texas meetup one. And I have zero. I'm gonna have to get one made for myself. And Fran, yours probably won't be one of a kind anymore. So sorry. I could make it look different, I guess, but I really like that one. Peter, the Peter principle. You advance until you get a position you're not good at. Then you don't advance. What if you're in a position that you're really good at and you're overqualified? They don't want you to move up. I'm about to go back to doing chicken stuff. I just took a breather for a second. Well, thank you for taking a breather and hanging out, Krista. You're the best. You succeeded, Fran. If you're too good, that'll make you do the job all the time. Yeah, but don't you want to be good at what you do? Don't you? I do. Just lurking and working here. All right. Whoa, guys, you're swerving all over the room. That no 90-degree turns. That's what makes X fast. Yeah, absolutely. But there are some. I mean, sometimes it depends on where you're at in the wall. You do have to put a 90 on there, or just kink it. Just kink it and shove it down the wall. Not really. That's not good. I thought my pecs would melt. It didn't. Um, you mean the hot side? It's designed for like whatever 180 degrees, or I don't even know. But PEX pipe was invented in Germany by a scientist named, if I remember correctly, Wurzbo and Rayhow. Those may not be the names, but I think it is. Uh, Hitler, of all people, wanted them to design a line for the water in the aircraft that wouldn't freeze when they reached certain altitudes. I take that back. It could still freeze, but it wouldn't burst, right? And so they invented this piping. And so if you have this in your house in the wintertime, if it's outside and exposed or whatever, you should still insulate it. But it will expand when it freezes versus bursting, like copper. I want to be good at something else I do. I want to be a good disc golfer like Troy. I want to be a good fisherman. I want to be good. I don't think I do anything else. I want to be good at pickleball. I want to know how to swim. I want to be able to ride a zip line and not scream like a little girl. So many things in life. Berry, berry. How you doing, sir? Fran got her coin. Adolf Peck's inventor. Happy Friday to you. Anyway, that's enough about plumbing. Plumbing actually really sucks, and I don't like it, except when I do. Hex flexes. So, what is everybody up to today? Y'all having a good day? Are you having a great day? Are you working hard or are you hardly working? Mm, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with me. I don't think I've gone live all week, and I apologize for that. It's been a busy week. It's been a good week. Good busy week. Tomorrow I was actually speaking of plumbing. I'm gonna keep talking about plumbing. Plumbing's stupid. Y'all know I'm trying to sell my house, and we changed out the water heater and put the tankless in, and then there was a small gas leak in the gas pipe that runs from that tees off from the water heater to the furnace. I'm guessing it's been leaking since we've lived there, right? This is not the house, the one that we own that we need to sell. Well, since I'm going to sell it, I'm going to fix it. And so I was going to replace it with a flexible gas pipe, but they didn't have my order at Ferguson's today. Well, they had my order. They had everything, and they had the PEX pipe or the flexible gas pipe, but it was half inch instead of 3/4. I don't know why they sent the wrong one. So, needless to say, I'm not doing that tomorrow, but I am still going to go out to the house and help my father-in-law move a bunch of his stuff out because they're currently living there and to his new place. So that's going to be fun. He's got a lot of heavy stuff, um, a lot of wood. I'm going to be moving plywood and floor joists and stuff. So he was going to help me with the gas line because it's a two-man job. So, anyways, we're gonna do that this Saturday instead. That's gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun though. I don't mind helping him. He always helps me. Okay, friend, be safe. Every time I've had a W-2, they stick me with the job nobody wants. If I wasn't the only one assigned to those jobs, I wouldn't feel that way. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is it not, is it because like you were new? Like they put the guy at those jobs and then you work your way out of it? I don't know. I'm just asking. Flex seal tape. You're welcome. But where's the link? Here's the other problem. Problem with this house. I'll be so happy to have it sold. Basically, sinking into the ground. That sucks. I fix that. But no, the attic. So it's a galvanized pipe, and it runs. I don't know, 15 feet, and then at 90s and runs. I don't know, another 15, 20 feet. Maybe that's yeah. It's got to be something like that. But there's an access where you have to crawl across the floor joist on your hands and knees and not fall through the sheetrock. You have to crawl under or over a brace coming from the ceiling, and then under another brace, like right at the same spot, and not fall through the ceiling at the same time. And it is miserable. I do not like it at all. And then on top of that, you can't even get to the galvanized pipe where the connections are to soap it to see if it's leaking. because it's all the way in the eaves and the ceiling, the roof doesn't have a very high peak. So I can't get to it because, I'm a big guy. And I just can't get over there. And then there's like AC ductwork that you got to go over. You can't go under it. I can't get over it because of the ceiling. And that house was not made for repairs. The only way to get to it would be to cut the sheetrock out from underneath. And I don't want to do all that. So that's why we're gonna do it as a crow flies with this flexible stuff and just knock it out. It should only take us a couple hours, I hope. I hope. You know how it is. It's always gonna take longer and cost more than you expected. Sheila, Sheila, how are you? I can't stay, but I saw you were live and thought I would pop in and say hi to my Texas twin. Sheila, I'm so glad you popped in. I hope you're just doing so great. I've not seen you in so long. It sounds like new owner issues. I just can't, knowing that there's a gas leak, even though it's so minute, I can't sell it. I can't, I don't feel good about it. No, whether because you're in it. Oh, okay. Flex tape works for everything. I sawed a bone in half. I saw that commercial, Roy. Caleb seems to think that the Ford Maverick is going to win against a regular Hot Wheels sports car. Of course it would. Of course it would. Why would it not? It's a Ford. You hear me? It's a Ford. It would beat anything. Be a man and only use copper for gas? I'm good. I'm pretty good, Sheila. Thank you. Someone stole my copper piping. That would stink. Hey, Kevin. I don't get on YouTube much anymore, but when I saw I had to pop in. Well, thank you so much for popping in and saying hi, Sheila. Hope you're doing well. My friends, you ate at Appetitos? Hey, by the way, where is Appetitos, Kevin? You may have said in that video, and I can't remember. I was thinking it might be over near like the Air Force Base, but I'm not really sure. I want to go by and try it. I'm so sad, Kevin. I used to one of my most favorite places in the San Antonio area is on Pat Booker Road, and it's called it's actually like Universal City, I think, but it's called something like Patio de la Fiesta or Fiesta de la Patio, something like that. And they have puffy tacos and they have chicken tortilla soup, which is the best chicken tortilla soup you will have anywhere. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I went there the other day because I was in the area and I was going to have that for lunch, and they were closed because they're moving. Thank God they weren't just closed just because they hate me, but they were closed because they're moving, but they didn't say where they were moving to. And so I don't know when they're going to be open again, where they're going to be open at. And my heart is broken into millions of pieces. So if you happen to hear, Kevin, anything about this restaurant being in a new location, please Tell me, because it's the best. I miss my YouTube friends, but I am so swamped right now. Well, sometimes being swamped is good. Um, I mean, if you enjoy what you're doing, Sheila. But we miss you too. Oh, my thing's all dusty. I can't see the sunset in it now. You are definitely missed. Exactly. Exactly. We need to have another Texas meetup, Sheila, and hope like that you can come to, hopefully, and then Melissa can come again, and anybody else that wants to come to the Texas meetup can come because, you know, Texas is awesome and everybody wants to be here. You want to try puppy tacos? There's another puppy taco place in San Antonio, but I don't know what it's called. I've never been there. But puppy taco is in the name. They're so good, Troy. So very good. Okay, friends, you know how I am. I am coming through the dead zone where I start to freeze and you can't hear me and it infuriates me. Luckily for y'all, I freeze so you can't see how angry I am in the moment, but I am so angry when it happens. So angry. I'm gonna go and end this stream. Thank you everybody for hanging out. That's okay, Sheila. Next time. Next time. Thank y'all so much, everybody, for hanging out. It's been a blast. Guess I like talking about plumbing. Henry's Puffy Tacos. Yes, I've seen that one out towards that one area, whatever it's called. I've heard home prices are dropping in Dallas. Oh, I don't know. I don't I don't care to ever go to Dallas. I'd have to drive around Oklahoma just so I don't stay there instead. Get out of here. What's up with all the Texas hate, guys? All right, everybody. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will talk at you later.